Imagine standing on the edge of a vast, starlit desert. The cool night air brushes against your skin as you gaze up at the infinite cosmos above. In this moment of awe, you feel a stirring deep within your chest, a sensation that transcends the physical. What if I told you that this feeling, this connection to something greater, doesn't originate from what we traditionally call the third eye, but from the very core of your being? Today we embark on an extraordinary journey into the heart of Islamic esotericism, or Sufism, where the pineal gland and the heart unite in a mesmerizing dance of divine light. And let me assure you, we are not speaking in metaphors. We are delving into tangible, transformative experiences that have changed lives across centuries. Before we dive deeper, let's share a story. Years ago, a skeptical seeker found himself in a dimly lit room, surrounded by Sufi practitioners. The air was thick with incense, and the rhythmic chanting seemed to penetrate his very bones. As he closed his eyes and focused on his heart, as instructed, something extraordinary happened. A pinprick of light, no larger than a distant star, appeared in his vision. But this wasn't just an hallucination. It was accompanied by a warmth that spread through his chest, a feeling of coming home after a long journey. This experience, which he later learned was just the beginning of the Karkariya mystical path, shook the foundations of his understanding. It led us to question, could the heart truly be the gateway to divine perception? In the tapestry of world spirituality, we often hear about the third eye as the seat of intuition and spiritual insight. But Islam, particularly in its mystical traditions, places profound emphasis on the heart as the true center of spiritual intuition. Don't see it as only a physical heart that pumps blood, but imagine that in the center of this heart they are like a spiritual organ capable of perceiving divine light, a light so powerful it can transform an individual from the inside out, touching every aspect of their existence. I know what you're thinking. Great, another organ to worry about. As if watching my cholesterol wasn't enough. Now I need to polish my spiritual heart. But trust me, this kind of heart doesn't require cutting back on cheese or running marathons. Through a little kindness workout never hurts. Now let's shift our focus to a fascinating piece of our physiology, the pineal gland. Nestled deep within our brains, this tiny pine cone-shaped gland plays a crucial role in our spiritual journey. Picture, if you will, the most exquisite crystal you've ever seen. Its faces catch the light, reflecting it into a dazzling display of colors. In much the same way, the pineal gland, with its crystalline structure, acts as a cosmic receiver, capturing and translating the divine light transmitted by the heart. It's like having your own personal internal disco ball. Just don't expect it to start playing Staying Alive every time you have a spiritual revelation. To truly grasp this concept, we must turn to the profound verse of light in the Quran. This verse speaks of a light upon a light, a description that takes on new meaning when we consider the interplay between the heart and the pineal gland. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of his light is like a niche within which is a lamp. The lamp is within glass, the glass as if it were a pearly white star. Imagine the heart as a polished mirror, reflecting the purest divine light. As Karkariya disciples work tirelessly to polish this mirror through spiritual practices, prayers, meditation, it becomes an ever more perfect reflector of celestial illumination. The pineal gland, our inner crystal, receives this reflected light and translates it into visions, forms and colors, divine messages guiding the seeker on their path. The connection between physical and spiritual light is amazing. Just as light entering our eyes controls our sleep cycle. By affecting melatonin in the pineal gland, spiritual light awakens our soul and guides our consciousness. Think about it. The same mechanism that helps us distinguish day from night also helps us discern the divine from the mundane. It's as if our very biology is designed for both earthly survival and spiritual transcendence. Now here's something truly astonishing. Remember that bright star mentioned in the Quranic verse is not just poetic imagery. From the very first day of their spiritual journey, the vast majority of Karkariya disciples, we're talking about like 90% of more, report seeing this star. It's a shared experience that transcends culture, age, and background. Imagine the wonder and validation felt by this seeker as they realize their inner experiences are part of a greater shared reality. It's as if the universe itself is confirming their path. Yes, you're on the right track. Of course, the other 10% might just need to clean their spiritual glasses, or maybe they are seeing a whole constellation on overachieving. You never know with these mystical types, but without joking, at the end, all disciples would see this light. As the disciple progresses, the interplay between the heart and the pineal gland intensifies. The physical and spiritual realities begin to intertwine in profound ways. Everyday moments become opportunities for divine connection. A sunset isn't just a beautiful end to the day, it's a reminder of the inner light that never fades. A kind gesture from a stranger isn't mere coincidence, it's a manifestation of universal love. It's like the universe is constantly winking at you, saying, "Hey, I see you." Noticing me, noticing you. Just don't wink back too obviously in public. People might get the wrong idea about your relationship with that street lamp. Dear seeker, I invite you to consider what if the key of your spiritual awakening lies not in some esoteric practice, but in the very center of your being. What if, by turning your attention to your heart, you could unlock a world of divine perception? Of course, it will be with a spiritual master, the person who has the key to open the eye of your heart. As we conclude our journey today, I encourage you to take a moment, close your eyes, place your hand over your heart and listen, not with your ears, but with your entire being. Can you feel the whisper of something greater? That, my friends, is the beginning of your own dance with divine light. Remember, this isn't about chasing supernatural experiences for their own sake. It's about transformation, becoming more loving, more in tune with the divine rhythm of the universe. And I'm asking myself, today we don't have all the answers about the light, the physical light that we see every day. Is there more a profound link with the spiritual light? As we part ways, I leave you with this thought. What if the physical light that we see every day could be the shadow of the spiritual light, a reflection of the spiritual light? In our journey of awakening, we are not discovering something new, but remembering a truth we've known all along, that we are, at our core, beings of light. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. May your heart's eye open to the wonders that surround us. Please share your experiences in the comments and let's discuss more about this light. This was a Karkariya disciple here to serve you.